everybody. Welcome to our final interview here of the NNSCRA All-Star Race Weekend. We're here now with Season 3 Mobil One Cup Series champion Trent Dunham. And Trent, you were out on the track yesterday for the Oreo Truck Series Open. Failed to make that event, but you're going to be in the Mobil One Cup Series and Snickers Cup Series All-Star races. What's your strategy heading into those two events?
Oh, well, let me say this. Right now, so Eminem Speedway. It's a pretty tough track to handle now. Unfortunately, I started fourth in the trucks event, and I tried to make my way back up, and I just didn't have enough time. If the first three trucks didn't go single file, who knows? I probably would have gotten a second place finish. But hey, that's racing for you. You can't win all the time. As for my Mobil One and Snickers Cup Series event, I plan to get up there, and who knows? I may get another win like I did last season, but who knows?
Now, what is the ultimate risk reward as far as strategy? Do you try to qualify up front so that way you keep ahead of any possible wrecks, or do you qualify at the back so you can work out strategy to find out how long it takes to get to the front and use that strategy at the end of the race?
Well, you know about that. I can't really say, but I can say this: Eminem Speedway is just is it's such a huge restricted play track. It's like a mix of Talladega and Darlington at the same time because it's so wide. I mean, you can run probably 4 and 5 wide, possibly in the turns, but once you get out of turn four, that's the major trouble spot because like you said, in the trucks open a couple of seasons ago, that spot in turn four where the guys go four wide, it just takes one little tap, then all of a sudden you can either hit that large M&M sign or spin into pit road. Shoot, just take a look at what happened at Luke Walker. He took advantage and he ended up with a top 10 finish. But then you got another chance where either cars could possibly flip over the pit road wall. So I don't know. It just depends. Starting in the front, as soon as the race starts, if you start on the outside, you're gonna drop real fast, and it doesn't take too long to make yourself to the front. I've seen guys who started in the race dead last, and by the time that they complete the first lap, they're already in the top 15 or the top 10.
Now, usually when we go to a track, we try and find the place that the drivers have the most difficulty at. We call it the trouble spot. You've had experience here at M&M's. You've been in several all-star races that we've held at this track. What, to you, is the ultimate trouble spot that these drivers and yourself have a real difficult time with?
Definitely, the ultimate trouble spot is out of turn four, like I said, because any car could get cleared. As soon as they do, they will take a dead left straight towards pit road. Now, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. It could produce unpredictable pit strategy, or you could find yourself over that pit road fence or straight into the pit road entrance. While in that M&S side, we've got a pretty long list of victims in there. And another trouble spot, sometimes it hasn't happened in a little while, but there's turn out of turn number two, and I don't know if it was last season or season three, but in season three in the All Star Truck Race, we've had two trucks flip over in the backstretch over the safer barrier wall and into the track infield. So who knows? Anything can happen in these kinds of races. We just have to wait and see what happens in the Mobil One Open and the Snickers Open, and plus both of the All Star races. And don't forget, we still got the Trucks All Star race to go.
That's true, indeed. Now, we've talked to Dylan Pote for Tweenix Racing. We've talked to Michael Norman for Hendrick Motorsports. There's been like a bit of a power clash between those two Chevrolet teams. But, I've been looking back through the history books, and it seems like the most consistent team has really been Earnhardt Ganassi Racing, of which you've been a big part of for the last 3 seasons, with teammates like Devin Wilson and Adam Chambers, and now John Cittadino, who's a 2-time winner. Are we going to see Earnhardt Ganassi Racing break out again and just kind of leave the rest of the Chevy teams in the dust here in the second half of the regular season?
Oh, definitely. We will definitely see EJ get up there with the big teams like RCR and Hendrick Motorsports. Now. Unfortunately, I haven't had a truck series win this year, unlike last year. I believe I've won twice last season, but this season it's just been really, really, really difficult for me to get up there, and my teammate John Cittadino and Richard Johnson in Truck Series, they've been running pretty strong. It's just I need to pick up the slack and catch back up. But who knows? Our team, we're definitely running strong, and I'll always run with Earnhardt Ganassi. That's why I got my big break. Hey, in the Mobil One Cup Series, I brought them the first win of the season in the first race, which is Daytona, which supposedly my worst track in the season before. I won there twice.
So you're definitely turning your luck around. There's no doubt about that. Now in the Oreo Open, a big thing that I noticed was you saw for brief moments teammates working together, but then they seemed to leave each other out to dry to try and make the pass and everything. Now obviously that was because you were trying to finish first and second, and so you had to kind of leave alliances out the window. But here in the All-Star race, we'll talk about first the Snickers Cup Series All-Star race, where you and your teammate John Cedino have made it. Are you two going to be working together a lot, or the two of you going to kind of go your own way, find your friends where you can, and work that way?
See, that's the thing about this track. M&M Speedway in races like this, there are no teammates. I mean, you can pretty much work with anybody you can get to, but at the same time, you have to just wait for the right opportunity and lead them how to drive, because once you go on that hot side in the turns, you will drop really fast. I mean these guys can go 4 and 5 wide in these turns, and the higher you are, the faster you're gonna drive. So when it comes to working together, just find the person closest to you and hope and either stick with them until you make it to the front, and once you get to the front, leave them high and dry and try to hold them off as best as you can.
Okay, moving over to the Mobil One Cup Series. This season, you got a win, which got you into the All-Star race. It came at Daytona, as you said. Winning at a restrictor plate track first half of the season, then coming to the All-Star race at another restrictor plate track. Does that give you confidence, make you feel like you have an edge on the rest of the field?
Well, I can't really say that I have high confidence at a track like this, because hey, Daytona, that's one of my worst tracks. Everyone in the NR 2003 community pretty much knows my track record at Daytona, but I feel like I got a pretty strong chance in my second Chevrolet. So who knows?
Okay, well, we've been talking with Trent Dunham, who this season is going to be looking to be a two-time winner, which will tie him for most NSCRA champions with Matthew Rodriguez. He's also looking to win the Mobil and Snickers Cup Series All-Star races, so want to wish you the best of luck in that, Trent.
Thank you, Seth.
Okay, well, this is our final interview of the NSCRA All-Star Race Weekend. Hope that you'll be keeping it here on the NSCRA Sports Channel for the rest of the races coming out. Mobil Open will be uploaded in about an hour, and then the Snickers Showdown will be tomorrow before we have Dylan Potee join us in the co-commentators booth for the 3 All-Star races. So be sure to keep it here on the NSCRA Sports Channel, offline racing at its best.
Sega. Stay tuned.